What's up everyone, this is Kenny here from Property Stories. So in this video today, I want to share with you the proper steps to air your complaints, to complain to the bank if you are not happy with their services, products or services, okay? Because personally, who is not a consumer? You use the bank product every day. You like or don't like, you have to use their product. And I also am a consumer. I'm also a shareholder of the bank, and I'm also an employee, previous employee of the bank. Can't escape this part in banks in our life. So for my personal experience, right, having worked with multiple banks and also dealing with customers, dealing with the counters themselves, I can tell you this lah. At the end of the day, all same, whether local or foreign, all same, because they adhere to the same guidelines, so they have the same limitations. Recently, at the local bank I also dealt with, right, I also reached to the point where I really boiling already. I was so angry, so frustrated to the point that I feel like going to their nearest branch and bang the table and ask them to settle on the spot, because they made me wait for 13 days just to give me the answer that they don't know. They did not do anything on my report, okay? Then this is not the first time. So what I did was that I closed all my accounts with them. I shift all my credit card transactions. I don't want to deal with them anymore. So this is what you can do as a consumer. That's all, okay? No point actually yelling over the phone. No point yelling at the counter of the bank. Remember, the bank security got carry gun one. Don't play a fool, okay? So let's go and start. And how the first point, right? How to deal with the bank. So we're gonna talk about mortgages, okay? Since you're tuning in here for property, right, and also talking about mortgages, right, we're gonna talk about mortgages. Most of the time, after you sign the offer letter with me, my customer sign offer letter with me, so they will ask like things that operation side. Once you sign the offer letter, right, we will pass it to operation side, okay? So anything else that you need, of course, other than disbursement, all this disbursement is still my part lah, okay? Lawyer, advice, this part here all is the bank. But after the disbursement, I still get some customers that come to me, when is my due date, what's my balance, or what my account actually flexi or semi flexi or full flexi, I don't know. My MRTA how much all this, MRTA how much all this is. All this you should be keeping. Number one is the loan offer letter. You must have a copy. Number two is that when you sign the offer letter, right, I always brief the customer. Anything else, you can call the bank. You can call the bank, the customer service, okay? You want to complain, also can call the customer service, which brings me to the first method, which is to call or email the customer service of the bank. Make sure you get the correct phone number. You don't know, don't simply go and click any link, Go to Google properly. Let's just say you want Bank A customer service. Come out, see, make sure it's the correct page. You got a phone number, you got an email, send them an email. I prefer to call. Or I usually will ask in the chat box. Sometimes, right, the bank will have in your internet banking, most of the banks they have live chat one. You go in your internet banking, there's a live chat, or there's a chat box. This particular bank, the chat box very very funny one, it's all one way. So I was so pissed off with them. Ask the chat box, right, if you ask a question, right, then they answer, they automatically close the conversation. No, you cannot answer a follow-up question. They automatically close the conversation. It's really frustrating, seriously. So some of the chat one I deal with is that you really got live chat agent they can settle. But a lot of things you must understand limitation of hard sensitive information. So the bank will ask you to go to counter, or they will ask you extra information over the live chat. And frankly speaking, when you call, the part I hate is that you get passed around like a ball. Last week I just argued with the customer service. I said I just want to know the status of my report which I made 13 days ago. I'm not asking you to solve my problem. I know you don't know the product. I'm not asking you to solve. I just want to know the status. The customer service keep insisting that you don't know the product until I really pissed off. I just tell Feffler, I just want to know the product. I waited for 13 days, so you don't pass me around. I don't care if you actually know the product or not. I know you don't know. I just want to know the status. That's all. You don't know after this, you can tell me yes or no, then you pass me. So I think you all have this kind of experience, right? Where you call them, right? Every time you call them, you need to repeat the same thing again. What you do when you call, like me, right? I call, and it's a waste of time because when you call them, not every time you can get no. You have to wait on the line because they got not enough people to serve. Never mind. You email them, you also have to wait. Sometimes, they never respond. I send them my fire insurance. Some of the banks never respond. Okay, it's like a few months later, they respond, then reverse my account. Never mind. So what you do in these circumstances, when you call, you jot down the date, you take down the staff name, okay, and most importantly, ask for the report number. They will always have a report number one. Then after taking down a report, right, most of the banks will have this follow up. They will SMS you, not WhatsApp, SMS. Then usually, if it's a small thing, they will say, okay, let us check and get back to you within like 3 to 5 working days. So if after 3 to 5 working days you did not receive, just like what happened to me, you call again. Like what happened to me, I call again, right? This time I give them the report number. I call after not 5 days, after 13 days. Because when I was submitting the report and complaint, it was already Hari Raya, going to be Hari Raya. So I understand a lot of people is no mood to work already, everything want to go Raya already. So I let them go Raya first. So go Raya, after that I call, still nothing happened. Still nothing being done. It's just a simple question. I've asked twice in the inbox, okay? I've asked the customer service, check again. Last time when I called, right, I was on the phone with them, I think about 15 minutes or half an hour, just to explain my situation. Then on 13th day, they call and they tell me nothing happened, not doing anything, okay? So in this case, right, after waiting for 13 days and still nothing happened, or after the time lapse, or what you can do next, this is what you can do. You give them an ultimatum. You tell them from case to case, what is the grievance, what is your complaint, and when you have made a complaint, and how long you have waited. In my case, I just tell them, I gave you guys 13 days. You told me 3 days, but 13 days already, and you all still never do anything. I have to follow up with you. So this is what I'm going to do. If I don't receive any call from your side, okay, by 5 p.m. today, I will send this evidence and everything out. The call log or everything, you're recording the call, right? So I will send all this to the central bank. I will complain to the central bank by 5 p.m. today. That's it, the ultimatum. Remember, they have the record of your calls because before you even speak a word, there's a voice recording out there. There will automated voice recording tell you this call may be recorded for quality and training purposes. Okay? And I don't know whether they listen back to the damn call or not, honestly. But that's what you can do. You tell them that you will complain to the central bank. If they don't, then you complain to the central bank. And this is how you complain to the central bank. Okay? So you go to Google. The first thing that you do is just to type this thing out. BNM Telelink. You type BNM Telelink, you will come out these results. Next, you can see, right, there are 3 ways to complain. Your operating hours, of course, Monday to Friday are 9 to 5. You can submit the complaint via e-link. We will respond through email or drop an inquiry through live chat widget or call BNM Link call center. This is the number. Make sure you got the correct number. So if you go to this is live chat. So you can go, if you click on this e-link, so 9 to 5, e-link. Okay, again, you will get to see this part here. Okay, this is the BM version. You can always choose the English version if you want. English version is here, so you can choose the English version. So now this is the English version. The website Chrome, Firefox, Safari not important lah. I'm using Edge here. Citizenship, okay, just put in here everything, your details here. Just follow the instruction and the attachment. This attachment, right, what you can do is to remember the email. Just print the email on PDF, print to PDF and upload here lah. Okay, so PDF is upload. Total size here, make sure there is 10 megabyte, huh? And make sure you enter the captcha. Okay, if it's a phone call, you have a log, right? You just do your own Microsoft Word document, log it, and what date, who you speak to, what's your complaint about, and just upload the file here. Okay, then you click submit. Once you do this, then the central bank will actually deal with the bank, and the bank, right, has to respond within 7 days. That is the time you will find that the bank call and chase you instead of you chase the bank. Okay, last time they have email. I remember giving, and then they have emails. You can just send email. What they do is that they redirect the email to the respective bank, and the bank is supposed to follow up with you. In all the cases, once you submit this, you made it official. You made it official to the bank that you are not happy with the way they handle things. So you submit this, and the bank will have to respond within 7 days, like I mentioned. So the bank will start calling you. Please expect a phone call from them. Okay, and make sure again, a lot of phone scams. So make sure you're talking to the correct people. Okay, if it's in doubt, if they call you, you are still in doubt, go to the nearest branch. Tell them, I make an appointment with you. We go to the nearest branch at what time and where. The nearest branch in my house, and we settle this. I don't want to talk over the phone. Okay, you can do that. You can just request for that. So that's it for BNM. And then once the bank come out the result, all right, that's the result. You can consider that the final. You can appeal, or you don't want to appeal, or what, you're still not happy, then you might want to check this out. So now the bank already come out with a decision, but you're not happy. You're still not happy with the way the decision, and you appeal. The bank don't want to entertain you. Okay, you might want to consider this move, Ombudsman. I don't know how to pronounce this, for financial services. Okay, so you go to their website, right? These are actually mediators. They are the mediators between the banks and you. So company overview, they are actually under the purview of the Financial Mediation Bureau. Okay, let me just go put here first. Okay, Financial Mediation Bureau Incorporated, operator of Financial Ombudsman and approved by Bank Negara, pursuant to FSA 2013, Islamic Financial Act 2013. Mandate: resolve dispute between financial consumers and financial service provider in an independent, fair and timely manner. We are unbiased and do not take sides when in resolving disputes. We make decisions based on relevant facts, evidence and circumstances. Okay, so what is their scope? Before we go to this thing, what is their scope? What it can do, what it cannot do? You might want to check this part, dispute resolution, who can lodge a report. This tab first, because I've never used this Ombudsman, but I heard that people actually do have used this for insurance dispute. Ombudsman, financial services provider, SSP, of products provided by financial services provider. They have a problem with the insurance and not happy, so they talk. So individuals can lodge a complaint, SMEs can lodge a complaint. Okay, insured person, the following financial consumers are also eligible complainants. Insured person under group insurance. Okay, person, group Takafu, third party making a claim for property damage involving motor and Takafu, guarantor of a credit facility, nominee beneficiary under a life policy, insured person and beneficiary of the insured person under group insurance, okay? Has the sole discretion of determining whether or not a financial consumer is an eligible complainant for purpose of filing a dispute, okay? So, what is their scope? Their scope is quite small actually, here. Banking, including Islamic and payment service systems products and services and insurance and takaful claim. We're talking insurance here is like MRTA, okay? Not your life insurance or this life insurance we have another person. But at the end of the day, I think if I'm not mistaken, right, even if you're not happy with the insurance results, you also can dispute. These are ombudsman for financial services. They do for everything, okay? Like motor insurance, life insurance also can. There, motor third party property damage and insurance takaful claim up to 10,000. Banking 250. Unauthorized transaction, here also you can claim. You can submit a dispute lah. You go to the bank give you a solution or no solution or whatever it is, you can submit and dispute up to 25,000. Remember this part, dispute that falls outside of our jurisdiction, okay? I want to highlight this part here. General pricing. We give you a rate. Let's just say a bank give you a rate 3.85. You heard your friend get 3.65, so you ask for 3.65, then the bank don't give you. You cannot complain, they don't entertain here. General pricing, okay? In third party dispute 6 months. You have a validity period of 6 months from date of final decision issued by members. Product features credit or underwriting decision. This part here you must remember, underwriting decision. Let's just say the bank, you apply for housing loan and this bank actually reject or cut margin or do whatever it is, reschedule, restructure loan. You are not allowed to dispute the decision of the bank. The decision of the bank is final, okay? And here also got say already. So this, frankly speaking, I never used before, but you all can try lah. So this is how to contact them lah, okay? Make sure you go to the correct website. Dispute against members, see all of them here. This is where you go after the bank has made a decision. The Bank Negara asks the bank to make a decision. You complain to Bank Negara. After Bank Negara made a decision, you still not happy and it's within their scope. There's not a scope here. Then you come to Ombudsman for financial services, okay? I hope that helps. So after you go to the Ombudsman, right, just now I show you, that is the final one, final one, okay? Final boss, you can say. No one else already. After that, if the mediation you're still not happy, the last person that you need to go to is the lawyer. You go and sue the bank. Okay, get a lawyer, sue the bank. That's after the Ombudsman already come out and mediate. They cannot mediate, you can sue the bank. Or if it's not within the scope of the Ombudsman, as what you can see on the website, you can get a lawyer's opinion. You maybe can sue the bank, okay? But that is a question and a situation that is totally out of my expertise. You have to go and find your own lawyer and you go and find your own way lah. I'm not the right person to talk to about this, but I'm only until my knowledge is only until that consumer side only to help you all, okay? But I would like to actually offer you a little bit of perspective on why, at the end of the day, right? Yes, we all can tolerate shitty services. We all Malaysians are very, very, in general, we are patient, we are passive, we are more understanding, which is like me also. I don't yell at people, okay, especially customer service stuff, because I myself doing sales and customer service. I sometimes get people yell at me, people ghost me, so I understand how it feels. But sometimes, right, really, I tell you, it really get my nerves. So for this kind of situation, right, what I do is I just cut my services. I don't use their services and I ban them from my life. But it doesn't mean I go and cut the credit card. I still use the credit card. Okay, it's just that I keep it as emergency card. When I get a better card, then I go and cut the card because every year Zoom card charge me $25, and then every time also marketing send me a personal loan lah, cash out lah, email also marketing, call every time call, ask me to cash out on credit card. Wow, cannot tahan lah. This outcall marketing from the bank. Want to block their email also cannot. So best is next time once you get already, just cancel the card. Don't need to pay. And also getting annoyed with their marketing. That is me lah, okay? One more thing I just want to share with you all lah. The banks, right? Some of the banks that I know, they outsource the call center, the customer service call center when you call, right, to a third party company. That is why sometimes, right, not sometimes, all the time, my experience, I call them, they don't know one. When I ask them about their things that is outside of savings account, credit card, or mortgages, even their mortgages, you go and ask their department, they don't know. They don't know things that is supposed to be in the mortgage, okay? They don't know how the mortgages work because they are not trained on their product part. They are third party, and don't say third party lah. I think those that customer service under the banks also, most of them not trained one. They are trained to do what, you know? They are trained for you to vent, for you to vent and to share your complaint and just to escalate. They can't do anything one. They just follow a channel, a proper one channel. Okay, this complaint, this customer like that escalate to it. So if you want them to escalate, you follow protocol. If they say 5 working days, 3 to 5 working days, they get back to you, then the 3 to 5 working days you wait. Okay? No point arguing early. Understand? I know you're upset and I know you're frustrated, I know you're angry. Okay? But no point one. Don't do this. Control yourself, and worst of all, don't go to any of the branch and then go and cause a scene down there, please. It won't benefit anybody. So you just wait till that time is up, then you call again. And then like what I shared with you earlier, give them an ultimatum. If they don't address this by 5 p.m. on that closing day, on that working day, just tell them, I'll forward this to Central Bank. They have the record one. Calls also they're recording. And one more thing, the ones that work in the call center, frankly speaking, they are also like you and me. They don't have much power. They don't have much power to make decisions. Their hands are tied. So that's why whenever I call them, right, I hope that you can be more understanding. These are people, okay? They are people, have feelings one. But yeah lah, when they cross the line, you have to know what to do lah, okay? But I did when I called like last 2 weeks I think, I really did yell at them. I was so angry with them, yell at them. Because they are also in a way, right, they are like silo, they work. Those online one, the online handling the chat box and the one doing the taking your call, is totally different department. No? They don't communicate. So in the file, right, they don't know what I've asked. And when I call them, every time I call them, don't say different department. Within the same department, I have to repeat from A to Z what I've mentioned, A to Z. So it's really frustrating. I really don't understand why their customer service are so bad. Is it just to deter you to complain? That's why customer service so bad. Every time say not enough people. But I don't know that is none of my business. I just want to share with you that this is how you can complain and my experience. And you know, when we do sales, when I was doing sales, when you see customer complain, this kind of official complaint, right, to the bank about the products or services, we as salespeople very scared one. You know why? Because they will cut our commission. They will have this, every bank has this retention commission. So it's called compliance, and part of compliance is customer complaint. So any calls or emails, this is official, that comes through it is considered as official complaint, and they can, if they find out the reason and it's not resolved, they can actually cut your commission, don't give you. This retention portion is a lot. It can be up to 30% of your total commission, okay? Total gross commission. So if 1 month you earn 10,000, 3,000 put to a side. And they'll pay you like next year if zero customer complain. So that's why as salesperson, right, don't care what product but I'm talking about mortgages. So when you complain, because the salesperson will be very anxious and want to settle it early. However, this is also a very stressful experience. You heard of this Chinese art called Tai Chi, right? Everything Tai Chi. Everything, the customer service everything mortgage only, doesn't matter whether it's a complaint or just an inquiry. They treat it as a complaint. They'll just redirect the email or redirect the phone number, whatever that's mentioned in the text. You need to call the customer. That's it. And you need to call within 24 hours. And then report back to them. If you call already you cannot get, you must also report back to them. Because they want to close the file down there. Their KPI is closing the file. My KPI here is sales. And these people, right, they don't care one. Everything also sales fault. Everything also sales fault. Even go to operation side, late disbursement also sales fault. This is the working culture in the corporate that I seriously hate. And until now, I seriously hate. The culture of no accountability. They can some of the people can even tell you, hey, your sales you all got commission what? We all inside back end office all no commission for all we work so hard. They can tell you like this, to your face. Nicely, you need to tell you to your face. If you feel that you don't want to do the job, don't do the job, just quit, okay? But these are the people that have already stayed there more than 10 years. Most of them more than 10 years, more than 15 years. Until they retire also, they will stay in the bank. But they were always like this. Everything or sales, everything sales. So that's why it's very stressful working in a bank as a salesperson. I can't speak for other roles, but as a salesperson, that is my experience. Every bank is the same. Everything also or sales. Everything do mortgage, you find a salesperson. Customer never open account, also you need to chase. Customer never open account, no disburse, also you need to chase. You not just handle your sales part, So I hope you understand because sometimes it's not because they don't want to help you. It's because their hands are tied. Okay? You can see the hierarchy and the bureaucracy they have to go through, and I myself have to handle as a salesperson the bureaucracy. Okay? So we as consumers, we also need to know how to complain. Don't need to raise your voice, don't need to yell. Just tell them nicely that this is what you will do and do it. Okay? I've shown you the steps and I hope it helps. Okay I talk so long, the more I talk, the more I go in circles. We will talk about my banking experience, my experience as a salesperson in another video in the future. But for now, if you want to check out any properties, especially I have one near the LRT right now, less than 500,000 in PJ, check out the link below, okay? And do hit the like and subscribe button if this resonates with you. And if you find it useful, just share with your friends and family. Okay? This is Kenny here from Property Stories, and I'll see you again next video.